Shortly before noon on Thursday, September 17, 2015, I was standing at the FLA front desk in the lobby. I heard banging on the glass and saw Mr. Darjean pushing Deion Sanders into the corner of the glass windows in the FLA gym foyer. Mr. Darjean had Shilo by the neck with both hands, banging his head into the glass before throwing him on the ground and falling on top of him. I opened the glass foyer door to see Mr. Darjean choking Shilo with one hand, the other fighting for Shilo's phone. I was saying, "Stop, stop," as I tried to pull Mr. Darjean off of Shilo, but Mr. Darjean would not let go of his grips. Someone came to help pull Mr. Darjean off of Shilo, who was saying, "I can't breathe," repeatedly.
Hi, Miss Nash.
Yes, I was in the FLA lobby. Charlotte, can you stay right here? Don't worry. I just heard noise. I turned around, and there was an altercation between Charlotte and the security officer. I haven't talked to the security officer or anything like that because I secured Charlotte.
Okay, can you tell me what you saw? Did you see John Darjean choke Shilo?
Did he what?
Did you see the altercation? Did you see him on top of Shilo or choke Shilo?
I saw him, yes, he had Shilo against the wall, and then they both fell to the ground, and so
oh my gosh. Okay, did you see his hand around Shilo's neck?
I didn't see the neck part. I didn't see all that, but I mean, it just happened so fast. And I might just kind of get my thoughts together because he was saying that he couldn't breathe.
So you heard him say that?
Yes.
Okay.
Were you aware that ultimately what CPS determined as their final determination was that Mr. Darjean had not done anything improper with your son? Did you know that?
No.
Did you ever give Ruta Nash the authority to meet with CPS workers?
Never.
Did you ever give Ruta Nash the authority to tell the CPS worker that?
Never.
Then it states, Ms. Nash stated that the school did conduct an investigation and has found Mr. Darjean to be in violation of the school's policies in regards to appropriate student discipline. Did I read that correctly?
You sure did.
Is that a true statement?
That is false.
Then it states, Ms. Nash stated that the school has begun the process of terminating Mr. Darjean's employment. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Is that a true statement?
That's false.
And she also gave you some statements that were taken in connection with this altercation, didn't she?
Yes.
But one of the statements that she did not give you is Coach Shield's statement. Isn't that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Are you aware that she had Coach Shield's statement and opted to withhold this from you?
No, I was not.
Okay. Would you look at Coach Shield's statement and tell us what date it is dated?
September 17th, 2015.
In the FLA gym, I noticed an incident escalating near the front door. Mr. Darjean had to restrain a student for not giving him the phone. The student was asked several times and he refused each time to hand over the phones. The student got out of his seat and walked towards the front door as if he was going to walk out of the building or something. Mr. Darjean began walking behind the student and asking him for the phones once again. The student refused and jerked away from Mr. Darjean, hitting him with an elbow to the chest area.
And from Coach Shield's statement, at least he witnessed this altercation, doesn't he?
Yes.
Okay. And Ruta Nash didn't give you that one, did she?
No, she did not.
Now, let's see what Miss Nash told you in the interview, okay?
Okay.
And I'm starting at the second paragraph. Miss Nash invited Mr. Harris and I to sit down in her office. You had somebody with you, didn't you?
Yes.
And what's Mr. Harris's first name?
Joseph.
Does he still work with CPS?
No, he does not.
And he was one of your trainees at the time, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And you indicate I introduced myself and explained my role. Miss Nash reported that Mr. Darjean is currently on administrative leave as a result of the alleged incident in which Mr. Darjean excessively restrained the 15-year-old child, Shilo Sanders. Did I read that right?
Yes.
That's what Miss Nash told you, right?
Yes.
And Miss Nash was taking the position when you spoke to her that Mr. Darjean used excessive force, wasn't she?
Yes.
She brought that home to you.
Yes.
Okay. Then it states, Miss Nash stated that the school did conduct an investigation and found Mr. Darjean to be in violation of the school's policies in regards to appropriate student discipline. Did I read that right?
Yes, but it should have been inappropriate student discipline.
Okay. So one of the things Miss Nash told you was that Focus Learning Academies conducted an investigation and found that Mr. Darjean to be in violation of the school's policies in regards to inappropriate school discipline. Is that right?
Yes.
And now you're just listening to her tell you that, right?
Yes.
Shortly before noon on Thursday, September 17, 2015, I was standing at the FLA front desk in the lobby. I heard banging on the glass and saw Mr. Deion pushing Shilo Sanders into the corner of the glass windows in the FLA gym foyer. Mr. Darjean had Shilo by the neck with both hands, banging his head into the glass before throwing him on the ground and falling on top of him. I opened the glass foyer door to see Mr. Darjean choking Shilo with one hand.
Okay, did you see his hand around Shilo's neck?
I didn't see the neck part. I didn't see all that. I didn't see the neck part. I didn't see all that.
With the other fighting for Shilo's phone. I was saying, "Stop,